Atmiya Yogamitras, welcome to Yoga Katha series by Yogamitra. And today we are going to see about Narasimha, Namragam, Namanusham. Yes, my dear friends, yoga is a process of evolution. We are all born human, but do we have the humanity within? The process of evolution starts from just being an animal to becoming a human by the body, but having the animal instincts, the vasanas of the previous janmas, the animal instincts are still there. And to get out of them, come out of them and rise up to being a human. And even we are human, we don't have the humanity, then slowly rising to be a positive human. And then to be a better human. And then to be a divine human. And finally, manifest the divinity within. This is what possibly the stories of the Avataras are telling us, right from being a fish to a tortoise to a wild boar to a half lion, half man, Narasimha. He is Nara and Simha. And eventually evolve to the other stages of this avatars. So we can see this definition of yoga, the process of evolution from animal instincts to a human and divine, to become one with the divine, is justified by these stories of the Dashavatara, my dear friends. And here, in the story of Narasimha, we see the role of the second Asura called Hiranyakashipu. We have seen in Varahavatara about the Asura of the Hiranyaksha. His brother is Hiranyakashipu. We know that Jaya, Vijaya both were born again and again into 4 different janmas. And in the first ever janma, Jaya was born as Hiranyaksha and Vijaya was born as Hiranyakashipu. Now this Hiranyakashipu, who thought the entire world is his, with his arrogance, with his Asuri Sampath, coming up to the height of his personality, who didn't even accept the supremacy of the Divine Lord, the Paramatma. And so we all know that he had a devoted son, Prahlada. We'll see more about him in the Bhakti Yoga series. And when this Prahlada was seeing the divine presence of Bhagavan everywhere, in yoga it is ultimately the Atma Darshana, that is the goal. And the Atma Darshana, when we evolve in the stages of yoga, it's not just the Atma is within, but you will see the presence of that Atma everywhere. Sarva Bhudeshyah Pashyed Bhagavan Bhavanatmanaha. Budhani Bhagavatyatmani Esha Bhagavad Autamaha. A true devotee, a true bhakti yogi is one who is able to see the presence of God everywhere. And Vishnu was seen by Prahlada everywhere. Jale Vishnu, Snale Vishnu, Vishnu Sarvatra. He was able to see that. But then Hiranyakashipu was not able to accept this. And here we see the justification of the Yoga Sutra by Patanjali, which is Satya Pratishtayam Kriya Phala Ashrayatvam. If a person is established in his steadfast truthfulness, then the desires, whatever he says, will get manifested as truth. And that is what we see with the case of Prahlada. The Bhagavatam says, why did Narasimha take place? Satyam Vidhatum Nijabritya Bhashitam. The Nijabritya, the great devotee, the true bhakti yogi of Prahlada, he said, yes, Bhagavan stays in this, Bhagavan is there in this stamba, this pillar also. Whereas Hiranyakashipu was not able to see him. He says, Na drishyate. Prahlada says, drishyate. I am able to see him. This conflict was there. But then, with his arrogance, with his pride, with his ego, dambo, darbhobimanas, chakrodha, parushyameva, ajnanam chapi, jatasya, partha sampatam asuri. With the manifestation of all this asuri sampad, this Hiranyakashipu takes the Katha and breaks open the stamba and then manifests the Narasimha Avathara to fulfill the vara which Brahma gave. Even Brahma is the Nijabritya of Vishnu. We have seen at the beginning onwards how being in the Yoga Sthiti, being in the Samadhi Sthiti, how he created the creation. And so he had given Tatastu to all the boons which were asked by Hiranyakashipu. First, to fulfill the truth of Prahlada. Second is to make the word of Brahma to be the truth. Third is to make the word of the Sanaka, the Rishis, to be fulfilled, because they were the ones who gave the Shapa to these Jaya Vijaya. To fulfill all these true yogis' words to be fulfilled, Satyam Vidhatum Nijabritya Bhashitam, Satya Pratishtayam Kriya Phala Ashrayatvam. So all that they have done, they have told to be fulfilled, Narasimha Avatara happened. And we see that it's again an evolution from being a animal to manifesting the humanity, and from this humanity also the divinity is manifested to the Narasimha Avathara. Every day when we practice the Simha Mudra, the Simha Garjana, it not just improves our vocal energy, it not just enhances the positivity in the body, but it makes us to remember the Narasimha Tattva, my dear friends. The very word Simhasana. Today, we have the asanas called Simhasana. The very word Simhasana is from this asana, first ever Simha, which became an asana of Prahlada, because Prahlada was made the Bhakta Samrajya Chakravarti. Where did he sit? Today in the coronation, you are made to sit on a throne. But where did Prahlada sit? On the lap of the Narasimha. And so that Narasimha's lap itself became a Simhasana for him, my dear friends. And what is the crown that he had on the head? My Guru Shri Anna used to say that he kept his hand on the head of Narasimha, kept the hand on top of Prahlada, and that itself became the crown for him. And the Abhisheka Jala, seeing the usually devotees drop tears in devotion, looking at this Nishta, this Satya Nishta, this Bhakti, the Sharanagati of Prahlada, Lord Narasimha was shedding tears from his eyes, and those drops of tears became the divine water for coronation for Prahlada, and that is how Prahlada was made the Bhakta Samrajya Chakravarti. For the entire clan of Bhakti Yogis, Prahlada is the foremost. Therefore we say Prahlada Narada Parachara Pundarik. It is Prahlada who is the foremost yogis, my dear friends. Let's think of these glories of Narasimha and wait for the other incarnations to manifest the Yoga Tattva. Hari Om Tat Sat.